What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel, Yes Chef. I'm your host, Big Chef Dro. So today we're going to get into some more quarantine meals, but this one is for the vegetarians, those that maybe like to eat a little bit more healthier. So I am going to take this tomato and I'm going to turn it into one of the most flavorful, delicious salads you've ever had. Something quick, something easy, and something to help you eat healthy during this quarantine. So without further ado, let's cook. All right, so we are back. We are going to go ahead and assemble this tomato mozzarella salad. And it's very simple, very easy. A lot of you vegetarians will love this. It does, have the mozzarella in there. So if that's something that you don't eat, well, I guess you got to do it without it. So I'll start by, I want to get 4 really good slices. I always cut my tomatoes from the back. I don't know why. It's a thing I do. I'm sorry. I always start from the back. Now we want 4 really nice slices. We want to really have a nice thick piece of tomatoes. All right, so we'll discard these over here. You got your 4 nice pieces here. Now, as you can see, I have the mozzarella sitting in a strainer of sorts underneath a bowl. I do like to allow some of the wetness of the fresh mozzarella to kind of drip off, especially if I'm making a pizza that's going to use this fresh mozzarella. I would let it drip off for about 2 hours just to get that wetness out of it. So since this is a salad, it really doesn't matter, but I do like to get just a little bit of it off there if there's any on there, because usually when you open those packets, they're really, really wet inside. So I know everybody doesn't have these types of plates. And again, guys, I've owned a restaurant. I've been a general manager of a restaurant, chef. I've been everything. So a lot of stuff that I have is because I've been in the restaurant business. So you don't have to particularly use these types of plates, and I'm not trying to show off and be all cute and try to make it seem like I'm better than anybody, but I just have a lot of different things from being in the restaurant business. So I wipe this off, and so what I'm going to do, and this is just for plate presentation, and again, this goes back to my background, but I have a spring mix. Now, spring mix is going to have a lot of different greens. You're going to have your green chard, your red chard, your spinach, your arugula, your red oak, your radicchio. Spring mix has a lot of different types of greens in it, and it's important for you to read the label or read the ingredients on the package of green mix that you buy. There's some spinach in here as well. So if there's some things that you're either allergic to or you just don't like, you better be careful with that. And there's some arugula in here as well. I don't see any, but usually there's arugula and spring mix. So what I want to do is just make a bed. So I'm just gonna make a bed here, and I am going to start placing the tomatoes on top. Now, you're gonna have that one tomato, and you're going to season that with some salt and pepper. That's what I do. You don't have to do the salt and pepper if you don't want to, but I do. So I got some salt here. I'll just pinch a little bit over it. I'm not trying to over salt it or anything. And I got my pepper grinder here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it to the really fine settings. I'm not gonna have, you know, the chunks in there. So I got it kind of closed all the way. So the settings are, the peppercorn grinds up pretty nice for me. And then I will set one of the mozzarellas on top of that. And then I'm gonna take this basil, and you can find basil, if you don't grow it, you can find it in your produce section. They're usually in a little small container in the produce section. And I'll place this on top. Again, nice presentation. And people eat with their eyes, so you know that's something that you want. So halfway overlap the next tomato, and basically we're gonna do the same thing with this one, and we're gonna go all the way through until we construct all 4 of them. A little more salt, more pepper. Man, oh, sorry, I forgot to put the basil on the second one. And you know what? Let's uniform it. Let's uniform it this way here, so it all looks the same. And this is just for presentation purposes. I mean, if you're in your home making this, who cares how it looks? You just want to fix it and eat it. And then the last one, of course, now, all that is done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add my balsamic glaze. Balsamic glaze is just balsamic vinegar rendered down and reduced down to the point where it's, you know, really thick, and it's has a very sweet flavor to it as well. Now I'm going to add a little bit of pesto, and pesto is basically basil chopped with olive oil and cheese and nuts. This particular basil that I have has spinach. It's made with sunflower oil. It's made with cashews. There is some cheese in there. Some I think it's Parmesan cheese that's in here. So be careful with basil. If you have a nut allergy, you don't want to. There is basil that doesn't have the nuts, but you have to read the contents, the ingredients of it. So I'm basically just going to just kind of go over a little bit, and this is a little too small, so I'm gonna take some of it off here. Off in here. So then I can, there's garlic in here as well, and those chunks of garlic is getting caught in here. But I just want to just kind of put it over. I'm gonna have to use my toothpick here. Let's move this one out of the way. Okay. And then I will take my balsamic glaze and I will drizzle this over the top of it. And there you have it, a mozzarella, tomato mozzarella salad. The presentation is nice. It's going to be very delicious, I can promise you that. And I'm going to dig into this like right now. So I'm ready to dig in. I'm going to get one of these knives and I'm going to go ahead and try this. That is really good. I'm gonna go in for a second piece. There is nothing like fresh veggies. And then look, you can eat the little bit of salad right on whip. I'm telling you, folks, you want something quick, something healthy, and absolutely delicious, tons of flavor. I mean, you have the balsamic glaze, the salt mixed with the pepper and the cheese, the basil. Man, this is really good. So something simple for you to make at home. For whatever reason, the stores are sold out of a lot of food, but for whatever reason, the vegetable aisle is fully stocked. So go figure. Yeah, so you can easily make this. Go out, get your veggies. You shouldn't have a problem with getting any of it. And as always, if you like what you see, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. We are going to take this channel to another level. There are a lot of different chef secrets that I am going to show you and teach you. A lot of inside information. And so until next time, peace.